Hi guys, hope you're all well and welcome back to the Acting Daddy channel, and a big thank you to everyone who watched my last video because it did get a few more views than my videos normally get, so yeah, thank you very much and thanks for the support. I really do appreciate it. And I wanted to do another shout out to Andrea again because she's wonderful and amazing, and if any one of you have got me on social media, you'll have seen that again I've had another audition come through, another opportunity. I don't see that to rub it in, it's just, you know, nice to share, you know, success and stuff like that. So yeah, shout out to Andrea and her team for the wonderful opportunities and all the hard work that they do. So yeah, this one, I did say that I was going to do this last week, and here is my promise being fulfilled. This is the video about the Deadline article that was released a couple of weeks ago now. I think it was 2, maybe 3 weeks ago, in regards to, I was going to say a certain agency, but I'll name them because it's kind of out there now, Bodhi Talent, run by Archie Pennell or whatever his name is. Yeah, not a good situation. So yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about it. So for anyone who didn't see the original Deadline article, it's basically outed Archie or James Fisher or AP James, I think's another name that he goes by, as a rogue agent, who was withholding payments and sending fake self-tapes to clients and lying on Spotlight CVs, and so on and so forth. Just generally not professional behaviour, and yeah, not the kind of behaviour you want from your agent or anyone, to be fair, kind of lying and cheating. But yeah, so this article was released, and as you can imagine, there was a lot of talk about it. I can only say from my experience, I didn't get any tapes at all from Bodhi Talent, let alone fake ones. There is people out there that had the same thing with me, as in no communication, but that was, I feel like I was probably one of the lucky ones that I wasn't owed money or anything like that. It was just a case of no communication, really. I did notice on my Spotlight CV there was a couple of things that have been, shall we say, edited to make it look better than there was. So I did alter that. So yeah, mate, yeah, they lied on my Spotlight CV as well. But yeah, I still feel like I was one of the lucky ones in regards to everything that's come out recently. So I'm not going to name names because it's not fair for me to do that on my channel, and if anyone watches this and recognises what I'm saying as their story, then please feel free, if you want to share it and comment and say this was me, what have you, that's absolutely fine, it's not a problem. I'm just not going to name anyone because I don't have anyone's permission, and that's not fair. One particular person that I know, and probably a few of you watching this will know anyway, posted something on Twitter, and he'd had money withheld, payments withheld, and I believe the amount that he was due was also lied about. And he also was conned into taking headshots at the kids part of the agency, which we'll talk about in further detail, because that was in another article that came out. But yeah, it was conned into taking headshots of them children, in the hopes of basically, you know, hopefully boosting his career as a photographer and as an actor. And it turned out that that wasn't the case, and was owed, I'm not going to say the actual amount, but quite a large amount of money, in the thousands. I've seen quite a few stories on Twitter, again I won't name names, and quite a lot of the stories, I can't remember precise because it was that many, which is really unfortunate, the amount of people that have been conned by this individual. But from what I gather, the amount owed is upwards of, say, £60,000 altogether to all the clients that were owed money. And it's disgusting. This industry is hard enough without people playing with people's dreams and conning them and scamming them and basically wasting the time, because that's another thing that, you know, I've seen a lot of people saying on social media, that they feel like the last, you know, year, 18 months, however long they've been represented by these people, had all just been a waste of time, because they didn't know whether the tapes were real and didn't know whether the career had actually gone anywhere and all these things. So that's another thing that they've done. Don't think they care personally. Apparently there has been rumblings in the industry for years about Archer, or again whatever his name is, about his behaviour and things of that nature, and yeah, it all seems to have come out. So yeah, like I said, I'll talk a little bit more about the kids side of things. So the Luna, I think it was called Luna Casting Agency, where again, from what I've seen, a lot of parents and children have been conned into thinking that these people can make the dreams possible, and they can't, and they was never planning on going to, but they was happy to take the money off them for workshops, etc. Can't really put it into words how wrong that is, how evil that is to play with kids' heads like that. I mean, it's evil to play with anyone's dreams, but especially a young person, if you promise them the world and in effect you're just conning them and taking the money off them, and yeah, it's just evil. There's no real other words that I can use to describe that. But yeah, that was in a follow-up article that again was done by Deadline. So yeah, I do want to mention Deadline, and I can't remember the full name, but I do believe it was called James. I better give a shout out to him, because he has been quite a big, I don't know everything that's been going on behind the scenes. I'm just, like I say, talking about my experiences and friends' experiences, like I say, that I've seen on social media and stuff like that. But he's been a big part of apparently, you know, getting this out there and outing him, and yeah, trying to get justice for these people. And I'll also give a shout out to, I believe she's called Alexa at the 98% podcast, because I know that she's been a very big part of it and been working tirelessly, as well as probably a lot of other people have, to try and out this horrible man. So yeah, shout out to them too. And I just want to say to anyone that has fell victim to these people, like say myself, like I say, I was probably one of the lucky ones in regards to I weren't owed money or anything like that, but I was still conned by them, I was still love bombed by them. I think that term's been used and gaslighted by them. Please don't blame yourselves, because they were very good at it. They conned so many people, the amount of people, you know, that was either read by them or he did interviews on their podcast or what have you. He conned so many people into believing his nonsense, basically. So please don't blame yourselves. Even, you know, the man was even using charity logos on his workshops and saying he was donating to charity, and he wasn't, and that's also been out publicly. So, you know, don't blame yourself when you're, you know, going up against a man like that that's basically got no morals whatsoever. And also, don't stop fighting for what you're owed. If you are owed money, do not give up. I have seen things on Twitter in regards to the company dissolving or going into liquidation, whatever it is. I don't know legal things or anything like that, legal terms, but don't make that make you give up. This is basically a crime, so yeah, if you need to, go to the police. But I'm sure there's people out there that have also got other channels that you can go through to try and get help and try and get justice and try and get what you're owed, because you deserve what you're owed. Also, don't let it stop you pursuing your dreams, and don't let it make you want to give up. I know you probably feel crap. I know you probably feel like you've wasted your time. I know you might be feeling, what's the point? The point is, people like that will never win. Never, ever, ever win. Karma will always ensue, and that's something that I've learned recently just in my personal life. I was really struggling last year and couldn't hold a job down and nothing was happening for me, but I think that was partly because I wasn't going out there and working for it, fighting for it. And once I'd managed to get myself back on my feet and get myself a job and work again and get myself out there and actually try again, things started coming back to me. So I do believe in karma, and karma will ensue on them, but it will also ensue on you as well. You are the victims, and things will get better for you. I've already seen former clients of Bodhi getting new representation, better representation. One of them, Gino, I believe his name is. I don't know him personally, I've just seen it on Twitter, but has actually joined Andrea, and he couldn't be in better hands because he will be very well looked after by Andrea. And I've seen a few. I've seen a few that have joined Andrea recently. I don't know whether they've come from Bodhi, but they have joined Andrea. But yeah, I have seen a lot of former Bodhi clients getting new representation and good representation, and well done to you guys for not giving up and for getting it, and carrying on working and pursuing. And for those people that are feeling a bit low and feeling like giving up, don't let them win, because people like that just don't deserve to win. And as far as I'm concerned, we'll never win as long as you don't give up. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have got anything to say, if you are a former, Bodhi client, or I don't know, if you want to share your story or whatever the case may be, then feel free to leave a comment on here or any of my social pages. I have no problem with that whatsoever. For me, the more people that speak up about them and try and help them, the better. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I will be back probably next week with another video. So yeah, I'll see you then.